Listen to me. Are you worried that you made a mistake by taking your Social Security benefits too early? Do you feel like you've locked yourself into a lower monthly payment for the rest of your life just because you needed the cash a few years ago? I hear from so many of you who are in this exact position. You retired at 62, or maybe 64, because you were scared about the economy or you lost your job. But now? Now you're 67, you're back on your feet, maybe you're working again, and you're looking at that check every month thinking, Susie, I should have waited. I want that 8% increase I keep hearing about. Well, I have good news for you, but you have to listen closely because there are rules, strict rules, and if you mess them up, it will cost you. You can press the pause button. You can stop those checks and restart them later for a much higher amount. But you can only do it if you follow the path I'm about to lay out for you. The problem, the early filer trap. Here is the reality: if you start Social Security at age 62, your benefit is reduced by up to 30% compared to what you would have received at your full retirement age. That is a permanent haircut. And for a long time, people thought that once you started, that was it. You were stuck. But life changes. Maybe you received an inheritance. Maybe you decided to consult and now you have plenty of income. Or maybe you just realized that you are likely to live into your 90s and you need a bigger insurance policy against outliving your money. If you are currently receiving benefits and you regret the amount, you are facing the fear of inflation erosion. You're worried that your small check won't keep up with the cost of living 10 or 20 years from now. You want the security of a bigger check. The solution: voluntary suspension. There is a powerful tool in the Social Security Handbook called voluntary suspension. Now, don't confuse this with withdrawing your application. Withdrawing is what you do if you change your mind within the first 12 months of filing, and that requires you to pay back every single cent they ever sent you. Most of you can't do that. Voluntary suspension is different. It is for those of you who have already reached your full retirement age, FRA, which is 66 or 67 depending on when you were born, but you aren't yet 70. If you are at least your full retirement age, you can tell the Social Security Administration, stop my checks. I don't want them right now. Why would you do that? Because for every single month you suspend those benefits between your FRA and age 70, you earn delayed retirement credits. These credits increase your future benefit by 8% per year. Think about that. Where else in this market are you going to get a guaranteed, government-backed 8% return on your money? Nowhere. By suspending, you are essentially buying a higher lifestyle for your older self. The gotchas: you must be careful. I want you to be very careful here. There is no such thing as a free lunch, and there are 3 major things that happen when you hit that pause button. First, your family is affected. If you suspend your benefits, anyone else receiving benefits on your record, like a spouse or a dependent child, will also have their benefits suspended. The only exception is a divorced spouse. If your ex-spouse is collecting on your record, their check keeps coming. But for everyone else in your household? The money stops when you say stop. Second, Medicare Part B. Normally, your Medicare premiums are deducted right out of your Social Security check. If there's no check, there's no deduction. You will get a bill in the mail from Medicare, and you must pay it. Do not let your Medicare lapse because you forgot you weren't getting a Social Security check anymore. Third, the age limit. You can only do this once you have reached your full retirement age. If you are 64 and want to suspend, you can't. You have to wait until that magic FRA number. And the credits stop at age 70. There is absolutely no reason to wait past 70. How to do it: the action plan. So, how do you actually make this happen? It is simpler than you think, but you must stay organized. Verify your FRA. Make sure you are actually at your full retirement age. If you were born in 1960 or later, that age is 67. Contact Social Security. You can do this over the phone, in writing, or in person at a local office. You tell them you want a voluntary suspension. You do not need to sign a complex form, you can even make the request orally. Choose your start date. The suspension will typically start the month after you make the request. Plan your restart. You can ask them to restart the benefits at any time. If you don't say anything, they will automatically restart the month you turn 70. And when they restart, they will be significantly higher because of those 8% annual credits. The actionable takeaway. I want you to look at your financial picture today. If you are working and you don't need your Social Security check to pay your mortgage or buy your groceries, suspend it. Every year you wait, you are giving yourself a massive raise for the rest of your life. It is the best way to protect yourself against inflation and ensure that older you is taken care of. You have worked hard for this money. Don't settle for a smaller check just because you started early. If you have the health and the means to wait, hit that pause button. You are worth more, and your future deserves that 8% boost.